A new ban limits the risk of white asbestos. Even though companies don't make it anymore, you can still find it in car parts and water treatment plants. The use of white asbestos has been slowing for decades. In addition to houses built before the 1980s, you can find it in brake pads and linings. In linings, 8 plants in the U.S. use asbestos filters to make chemicals and disinfect water. Companies now have 5 to 12 years to make changes. And we want to congratulate the Kettering Archbishop Altar boys basketball team on their win tonight. The team won the 2024 Division II Basketball State Championship. The Knights beat the Zanesville-Maysville Panthers 68-54 at the University of Dayton Arena. The Knights previously won 3 state championships in 1978, 1999, and 2001. And weather specialist Nick Dunn joins us with your Storm Center 7 forecast. Nick, we said before it was very nice today, but some people, I have some sniffles here on the desk.
Yeah.
Might be because of that warm weather. Bringing up that pollen.
Yeah, we're starting to see some trees budding just a little bit, and that pollen count's starting to increase as well. And in fact, let's take a look at our pollen count because we actually have a high amount of tree pollen. This is from RAPCA. Their latest reading today on pollen shows no molds, no weeds, and no grasses. But you notice the tree pollen indicator there. Yeah, it's marked at a high level. So if you're having maybe a bit of a scratchy throat or maybe some sniffles, it could very well be because of that tree pollen. Some of you have already told me you've started taking those allergy medicines already, and it's only going to get worse as we go through the next several weeks. We'll take you out to Pickwick here late this evening. Traffic moving well. Roads are dry. Cameras shaking just a little bit. So we're still seeing a little bit of a breeze out there, but certainly not nearly as strong as it was at times earlier today. Live Doppler 7 still dry for us. 41 right now in Springfield, 45 here in Dayton, Wapakoneta. You've checked it now at 36 degrees, so a little bit of a variety in temperature. We're going to broaden out the view just a little bit for you. We do have a warm front that is lifting north across the western Great Lakes, pumping in some nice warmer air. We're going to stay dry for the time being, but this storm system out here that has snow and rain and even some severe weather, that's going to start to move our direction here over the next 48 hours or so and bring us the chance for, again, some warmer weather tomorrow, followed by rain and maybe even a chance for a couple of strong thunderstorms as well. So we'll be keeping an eye on that part of the forecast. The bus stop tomorrow looks like this. In the morning, 40 degrees, so not nearly as cold as it has been the last couple of mornings. And of course, our outlying spots likely to be in the upper 30s. Into the afternoon, clouds building. We'll call it filtered sunshine, but look at that afternoon high tomorrow as the kids are coming home. 67 degrees. And for reference, our typical high pretty close to 55, so more than 10 degrees above normal for this time of the year. If you want to go out and take a walk at the park, tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be the best days to do that. Now, Tuesday I've got marked as a no, but I think during the middle portions of the day, you might find enough dry time. But it may not be enough dry time to maybe enjoy a longer stint outside. So we're tracking another chance for thunderstorms during the afternoon hours. Projected wind gusts, it's going to remain breezy at times over the next several days. It's kind of been a theme for us lately. It feels like tomorrow afternoon into Tuesday morning, those winds starting to crank up with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. And Randolph County is already under a wind advisory as we get into Monday night through Tuesday night. And here locally, I do think we could see at least some gusts to 40 miles per hour Tuesday afternoon ahead of that cold front that is set to bring us those chances for showers and even a few thunderstorms. So tomorrow morning, clouds will continue to increase, but again, we are dry. Now, these clouds are actually going to act as a blanket. Anytime we have clouds during the overnight hours, kind of acts as a layer of insulation over the area. And that means temperatures tomorrow morning start in the upper 30s and lower 40s. Into the afternoon, again, this is why we call it filtered sunshine. A little bit of sun mixed in with some clouds, but look at these afternoon highs. Everybody's in the 60s tomorrow, and then we start to see those changes take place into Tuesday. Just in time for the morning commute. This is at 4:30 Tuesday morning. Everybody's seeing a steady soaking rain. And then as we get towards lunchtime, you start to see a few breaks in the clouds. And this will be key because if we can get enough breaks in the cloud cover during the afternoon, we see some scattered thunderstorms popping up during the afternoon and early evening. And a couple of these could be on the strong side with maybe an isolated damaging wind gust or maybe some hail. Tornado threat is near zero. I know a lot of folks are probably very uneasy after what happened a couple of weeks ago, but this is not looking to be anything like what we just experienced a couple of weeks ago, thankfully. Breaking down those hazards for you once again, a low risk for strong winds and isolated large hail. And again, that tornado risk very close to zero across the entire Miami Valley. Your Storm Center 7-day forecast shows a very warm day tomorrow and even into Tuesday. We're in the 60s. Then we start to cool off a little bit. Reds opening day for Thursday looking a little chilly, and a quick preview of Easter Sunday this time next weekend. Lower to middle 60s and maybe a couple of showers.
Thank you, Nick. And we have been staying on top of every new development since a deadly tornado touched down in the Miami Valley just over a week ago.